Peace, my lovely ravens. My name is Kay, and I am a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Even if you're new here, this is not the first time that our souls have crossed paths. So as you can see, I'm doing a pick a card. I'm really stoked for this reading because I just love it, okay? I love it. So this one's going to be about your future children. You can pick as many groups as you want to. Group number 1 is with my Luna Stone, which is also clear quartz. Group number 2 is with the Lepidolite. Group number 3 is with the pink rainbow quartz. Group number 4 is with the self-love jar. And group number 5 is with the clear quartz. So without further ado, everyone, let's go ahead and get started with the pile selection. Peace. Peace, guys. Welcome to your reading. If you selected pile number 1 with the clear quartz, welcome to your reading on your future child. So you guys chose my Luna Stone. So let's go ahead and get started and see what's happening for your group, okay? So the song that I came out with for you guys is Luck Be a Lady by Frank Sinatra. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out more cards just to get the vibe of this child, this future child of yours. So their personality. We have the 3 of Cups in reverse. Oh, precious. The Knight of Wands, okay. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And the 7 of Swords, okay. So I think that this future child of yours, for a majority of you guys, well, actually, never mind. I was going to say a gender, but I'm actually feeling a mix with this group right now. So you could have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Sag, Aries, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I think that's literally all the signs, yeah. Earth, water, fire, air. Yeah, there's literally all the signs here. So, yeah. So let's see what is going on here. So I think that your future child is someone that is quite, they're gonna go through a situation, I feel, at a young age, or perhaps when they start dating particularly. I think that this is going to be someone that is going to be going around dating a lot. I don't know why. I feel like relationships might be really important to this person, but I do feel like because we have the Knight of Wands, this is not like someone that is committed or committal. So you're going to have a little heartbreaker. Yeah, you're going to have a little heartbreaker because this person they're a little bit immature, like on the immature side. Like, I don't feel like this is like a wise or old soul type of child, but I do feel like the most important thing sticking out from this child's personality is that they're going to be very, very, like they might have a person or a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, like quite often, okay? And you don't have to agree with that, but that's just the vibes I'm getting with the Knight of Wands and the Three of Cups in reverse. So I do feel like, you might even like cuss them out a couple of times, because you might be like, this is like the 5th girl you've had here this week, like that type of vibes. Like, this is someone that is a heartbreaker, but they're really attractive though, because the Knight of Wands is very attractive, usually more on the immature side, because they know what they have. They know they have the looks and that they can get any girl that they want or any person that they want, truthfully. So I think this person's going to be pretty like non-committal. They're going to be the type of person to like not really settle down. I don't know why I feel like this is not the type of person that really even has a desire to settle down, because we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse as well. So this is definitely someone that is just not like, they're always on the go. They're not really the type of child that is like in a serious committed relationship for like 10 plus years. I feel like this child, at least like as they get older, they could grow into that. But I think for the most part, their personality kind of just them wanting to be a free spirit. I'm feeling strong Aquarian energy, Leo energy, Sagittarius, strong Sagittarius, and a little bit of Taurus here. But yeah, I think this person they have a lot that they want to get done in life, and I think that they see love or romance as something that is like going to hold them back from like achieving what they really want. So I feel like with the 7 of Swords, they're going to have their guard up a lot when it comes to love. So I think that's why they have a hard time opening up, because they like to keep their guard up as a self-protective measure to like guard their heart. So yeah. And let's see what else we have. Temperance, Sagittarius energy, and the Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarian energy. Okay, so I think that this child of yours, they're going to be really good with speaking. Oh my gosh, I'm telling y'all, some of y'all, this child of yours is really going to be like a ladies' man. If you have a boy in particular, even if they're a woman, they're just like I don't even know what the saying for women is, but the girl version of a ladies' man. Or if they're not even straight, you guys need to pick up what I'm putting down. This is just going to be someone that like is very attractive. People want this person, but they're not very committed. But they're also really good at speaking. They articulate themselves well, probably quite attractive. And then we have Luck Be a Lady by Frank Sinatra. So I feel like this is kind of like a lucky person, someone who gets lucky without having to try very hard. And I think like that's also what is attracting so many people to this person, because they just seem to have like so much luck. And I wouldn't be surprised if they played sports in high school as well, like football or basketball or something. Like, this feels like this is going to be someone that's also quite popular as well. Like, they are well known. Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords and Temperance. So I feel like this person is like, their energy is actually quite healing, despite the fact that they are very like kind of in this wishy-washy type of energy. I feel like when people get a taste or like a feel of their energy, it's like very healing, even though they're not the type of person to like settle down and like, have a wife and kids or any of that, like the traditional way. I think something about this person, like their energy is very healing and attractive to people. This is someone that is quite popular. I don't know why I feel like this is someone that is quite popular, like the popular bad boy, very attractive, never settles, always breaking hearts, like that type of vibe. And then let's see. We also have the Giraffe Spirit, see the bigger picture. If this is it doesn't matter what gender they are, but they could be quite tall, because the giraffe to me represents someone that's tall. And then 63, nothing is wasted. Okay, so I'm seeing like, when it comes to family, I think this person really, I don't know why this Vulture Spirit is giving me the vibe here that like this person, this child of yours is going to be in love with family. I think that family is going to be important to this person, even if they're not like, oh, I want a wife or this or that. You know, I think that they are very devoted to their family. Particularly, they're going to be very protective if they have like younger siblings, if they have like a younger, I don't know why I feel like if they have a younger sister in particular, they might be very protective over her, because like I said, this is a player energy, so they already know how guys or boys operate. So I think they might be a little bit protective if this is a male energy and they have a younger sister. Even if they don't, I just feel like they're going to be quite protective over the women in their life that they consider to be themselves to be close to, you know, like they show a lot of love to the people that are around them. Like the people that are closest to them see like the most vulnerable, most beautiful, most healing sides to them. But I think that not everyone really gets to see that. And I think that they're also very popular too. So, you know, they're trying to keep up an image outside of like family and stuff as well. So, you know, they might even have like, I don't know, I feel like kind of Gemini-ish energy, because you know how people say Geminis have like two sides to themselves. They're like the twins, like where it's like, you know, you could get this side of a Gemini or the other side. Like I feel like this person, like they have different sides to who they are. But genuinely, I think this person does, your child, at least your future child, has a good heart. They're very good at speaking. They might even love speaking to themselves. I don't know why I get that. And they might be into public speaking. Their career could include them being someone that is a speaker, because I feel like this is someone, like I said, pretty well known, pretty popular. So I think that they like to speak. They like to have the attention on them. And, you know, they just like to know that people are listening to what they have to say. And then we also have nurture. Oh, like I said, this is someone who's very soft, but like would not show it to anyone. Like they're not going to show it to just anyone, you know. Purpose. My dreams connect me to my purpose. This person might, or your child, this child might also have a very strong sense of purpose from a young age. They might even start practicing their own life purpose from a young age. Like if this is a child that is going to grow up to be a entrepreneur or a singer or an artist or something, I don't know, I feel like they're going to start practicing at a pretty young age. And even if they aren't practicing at a young age, they're just going to be quite into it. They're going to have purpose in their life. Like they're going to know what they're going to do with themselves, I feel. And I think that this drive that they have, this purpose that they have, kind of drives them. And I think that's probably why this person doesn't really care for like actual romance, because they're very focused on their own purpose. And, you know, they kind of feel like love is a distraction, because again, this child is very, very extremely loving and nurturing. When you like really are close to them, you get to know them, you know, you would be their parents. So I'm sure they're going to be very loving towards you guys and towards their family. But like I said, this person doesn't like to show this side to everyone, because I feel like they just don't want to end up hurt. You know, that's usually what that fear stems from. And then we also have magnificent. So I feel like this child is just going to be amazing overall. Like you guys are going to love them no matter how they turn out, even if they do have their flaws. You know, they might be a little heartbreaker, have a couple of girls or boys or whatever here and there. But this is going to be a very magnificent child. And I think that they have a strong purpose, and they have a strong sense of purpose. They like to get shit done. They do get shit done. Not very committed to like love, I feel, but you know, it is what it is. I think it's because they see the bigger picture, and they also don't like to waste their time. So if they can't see like a future with someone, they're not going to waste their time on it. This is someone that does not like to waste their time. If they feel like they wasted their time, they're probably going to be really like pissed. Like I don't know why I feel like they get really annoyed when they realize like they wasted their time on something or a person or whatever. And I think that this person also, like, they're gonna have an ability to see the bigger picture as well. Like they're gonna be able to see things from like an aerial perspective, and maybe that's why they have such a strong sense of purpose, because temperance to me is also about patience and like putting your energy in the right places, stuff like that, healing, understanding yourself and your spirituality. So I think that this person might have a pretty active third eye. I don't know. I think their third eye actually could be a little bit active, because they have this ability to kind of see things as the big picture. So lastly, I'm going to shuffle from the self-care deck. So group number 1's child. What is this future child like? Get like one more for group number 1. This future, 2 more came out. Let's honor that. So okay, we have Oh my gosh. Whoa, beauty ritual. Connect with the earth. And write a gratitude list. So with these three coming out, if this is a man or woman or female, male, them, they, I don't care, this child is going to be very attractive. Okay, they're going to be cute, they're going to be, you know, they're going to be an attractive child, you know, whatever that how that would apply for you in your situation. I think they might care about how they look as well. They like to present themselves in a way where, like, you know, they're fashionable. Like the way they dress, they might dress a little bit differently. They also might have tattoos. You might not like that about them, or at least some of you guys, you know, not everyone is like that, but you know, like they like to be presentable, and they like to look nice, and they like to look beautiful and feel beautiful. And they might also, like I said, connect with the earth. They might be into like connecting with the earth and healing through the earth, all that good stuff. And then also with the gratitude list, I think they're going to be very grateful for their life, very grateful for their family in particular. I don't know why I feel like you guys are going to be very close with this child in regards to family, or they might just have a sibling that they're very close to or something like that. I think that family is going to be really important to this child, and they're going to be very, very grateful for their family, like very, very grateful. So, and also, I don't know why, but I feel a strong connection to the mother from this child as well, where they're, regardless of if they're a man or woman or male or female, you know, or whatever gender, I don't care. Okay, so yeah. Without further ado, group number one, I really hope that resonated for you guys. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens, my name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace. Peace, and welcome to your reading. If you selected group number 2, welcome to your reading on your future child. Okay, so this is a Lipido-like group, and I was actually channeling for this group, and I have a feeling that this is child, in particular group number 2. This is going to be a wild child. I feel like this is going to be a very wild card child, and I think that this child in particular, I got a message that this child is going to bring you closer to yourself. Like, and if you're in a relationship, when you have this, I think that this child is going to strengthen a connection you have with the person that you conceived this child with or adopted. I don't know, you know, however you got this child, I think they're going to bring you either closer to yourself if you're a single parent, or closer to your partner if you guys are in a relationship. But I think that this child is going to shake things up, but for the better. This is a child that is here to shake things up, to bring you closer to yourselves in particular. And I think that this child does this by being themselves and by like not following the rules. You know, you don't have to agree, of course, but you know, this is definitely a child that is not going to play by the rules. Definitely. And I think that they don't really care to play by the rules. So your song is Lord is Coming by Her. So, oh my gosh, I think you guys should actually listen to this song. This is a very powerful song, okay? Like the message behind it is powerful. And aside from that, your child is definitely going to be like a social justice warrior. This is someone that is like, oh my gosh, I don't know why I heard they get it from their mother. I heard that as soon as I said social justice warrior. So maybe like the feminines or the moms, the mothers of this child particularly might have that energy where you guys are like, you fight for what you believe in. And I think that this child is going to be very much so like that, where they fight for, they don't like to see injustice. They will stand up when they see injustice occurring. They're not going to back down. And I think that this child is also going to have a strong connection to God, or have a strong faith or belief system in God or a higher power. And I think that they use this belief that they have in a higher power to like propel their beliefs forward in a way, because I think that they just have a strong sense of what is right and what is wrong. And they don't like to see when things aren't being like justly served, you know what I mean? So I think this person might play the role as like the vigilante in their life, where they take matters into their own hands, you know? So their personality, let's see. We have the 3 of Swords, okay. Queen of Wands, oh my gosh. The Tower in reverse. I feel like this is definitely a woman or girl child for most of you guys watching this. The Chariot in reverse. Oh my gosh. So first of all, this is going to be a child that is attractive, similar to group number 1. But I feel like for a majority of you guys, this is going to be a female child that you have. This is definitely like a girl. And this is a girl that is very, very, very strong. She probably has a very strong mother figure, because like this Queen of Wands here is powerful. So I think that the mothering of this child is going to be so important. And it's kind of like group number one with Three of Swords here. This person is going to leave a string of broken hearts behind them because they are such a powerful, beautiful spirit. I think that they change up people's lives for the better. Whenever they enter anyone's life, whether it's romantic or platonic, they change people's lives up, and people will tell this person that. And I think that with the Three of Swords here, this is definitely a child that like they bring out the best in people. And I think that they push people to be their best self. They might even push you to be your best self. And I think that they're going to inspire and encourage you to become your best. And like I said, this child is not a child that's going to play by the rules. You might when this child's younger, they just might like be the type of kid that's always being disobedient or just always like different. I don't know, I feel different. Like this child's just gonna be different than like your other children, if you do have other children. I think this child is just gonna, their energy is gonna exude power and strength and force, and they just have a lot of power. So I think that you guys in particular, group number two, if you really resonate with this message and you know that this is for you, really pay attention to this child as they grow up, because I feel like they have a lot of potential when it comes to their power. But you know, if this child isn't nurtured in the correct way, they can use this power for good or evil. You know, that's just, it is what it is, you know. But yeah, I think this child, like I said, they're very big on injustice, and they like to stand up for what is right. Very powerful, very beautiful, very extremely attractive feminine energy. And you know, they shake up people's lives and leave broken hearts behind them, because people love this child. People love your child, okay? People just enjoy being in their energy. They love their drive, their passion. And I think they're also quite loyal. With the Chariot in reverse here, I think when I see this Chariot in reverse, this is about someone that holds on tightly. So I think sometimes what this child might struggle with is stubbornness. They might be quite stubborn at times. They get it from their mother. I don't know why I keep hearing that. They get it from their mother. But also Aries energy, Leo, Sag, Aries, strongly Leo, Sag, Aries, Cancer energy. Oh my gosh. This Cancer energy just kind of reminded me, like, I think this person is very powerful, very beautiful, shake up people's lives, but they're also very nurturing. Like they have a Cancer side to them where they're very like, they might like to cook, or, you know, they like to be very, when it comes to home life, they like to like do gender typical stuff, if that makes sense. Like if they like to cook or clean. I don't want to say gender typical because that kind of sounds weird, because you know, not only women cook, but I think that this child, like, they're just going to be very into, like, when it comes to their home life, they like to cook, clean, take care of people, and they're very protective, extremely protective over the people that they love. Very protective. The Queen of Wands. Anytime like the Wands cards come out, this is someone that's passionate and protective. Like they don't play. Like you don't want to mess with this kid, okay? Don't want to mess with them. All right, so more details on their personality. The Five of Pentacles and the Lovers. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, this child this child is going to be very special to you. This is going to be a very special child to you. For some of you guys, I do feel like this child could have been abandoned, and you could have actually adopted this child, because we have the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So I feel like maybe this child went through a lot of heartache as a child. I think that when they're growing up, they go through a lot when it comes to their heart. And I think this is why they're such a strong individual growing up. They grow up to be very powerful, very strong, because they just went through a lot as a child, or they were left out in the cold a lot. They were heartbroken a lot. They just went through a lot that actually empowered them. Like their past empowered them. And I think that with the Lovers card here, this is also like everything that they go through as a child is leading them towards a future where they are very happy and fulfilled. And also they could be very like, I feel like they're actually quite traditional. Like when it comes to this child, they have the personality where it's like they're very wild card. They're not easy to tame, but when they do find someone that they really love and care for and care about, they will settle. Like they will give this person their all, like without a doubt, without a question, okay? Because we have the Lovers here. So I think that this person or this child might have a very strong desire for love or romance, or at least like subconsciously or like on a deeper level, like they kind of want this commitment here. They want that, like that love where it's like genuine and cute and romantic, and they want to be in their Cancer energy when they're in love, where they take care of their person and make them feel loved and special. And I think that they have a strong sense of like wanting people to feel loved and special, just because like as a child they probably were left out in the cold, or, you know, just stuff like that. So I think this child grows up just really wanting to make the people around them just feel loved and special, heard for, cared for, listened to. This honestly feels like me, like as a person, just because like this is how I am, you know. This child particularly is like similar to how I am and how I operate when it comes to love and romance and giving my love to people, because I feel like this child is very selective about who they let in their life, because they know they have a lot of love to give and they don't want to give it to the wrong people and be left out in the cold. So, but I do feel like this child is actually going to find real romance though, because the Lovers did come out. I think that, you know, with the Gemini energy, they could be a Gemini as well. But I do feel like they're going to find romance in their life, like a real love that they feel safe and secure in. And then we have Canary Spirit, sing your own song. And transformation is beautiful. So this child is going to go through major transformations in their life. You probably won't even recognize them by the time they're like grown up, because they're going to be so different. Like they're going to be so beautiful though. Like they're going to be a beautiful spirit. Okay. They're not afraid to speak their truth. They could even be a singer. They might like music. They like singing. They like dancing. This is someone that goes through major transformations. And I don't know why, but this message keeps coming out that this child in particularly, like they change people's lives. I don't know if it's particularly like their energy or like what they bring to the table. They bring value. Okay, this is a child that brings value into people's lives, and I think that they know this. They know that, they recognize that, and they're not afraid to be themselves and to speak their truth. And they're also not afraid of change. I think they're aware of like how they have transformed throughout their life, so they're not afraid of the idea of change. So they're probably quite good with things changing, or they might not really like, they're not gonna like freak out because something changed, if that makes sense. Like I don't think they're like an enemy to change. Like they're open to the idea of change. And transformation, yo, literally this child is going to go through like major changes in their life, and I feel like they're also going to change your life. Like they're really going to change your life. They're going to stand up for what they believe in, and I feel like you guys are going to be really, really proud of this child. Like you're going to be so proud of them. You really are. Like, especially like because when growing up, you guys might not have the best relationship, and then as you get older, the relationship might get better because, you know, they're maturing more and they're learning more. And I think that even all the bad things that they go through, they always like come out on top. And I just feel a lot of like pride coming from this group, from the parents at least, or whoever's channeling for you guys. We have lessons. I look for opportunities. Oh my gosh. This person, this child, I'm telling you, inner worlds, this is an alchemist, okay? This child is an alchemist. They transform their life for the better, and I think that they are aware. They know who they are, and I think you guys are going to make it known to this child that like they're powerful, that they can do whatever that they want. They are very big on life's lessons. They like to learn. I think they're going to be very big on learning. They could even be a teacher. They might like teaching. They're going to go through major transformations. They're not going to be afraid to stand up for themselves. And I think that sometimes them being like that is going to get them in trouble, but I think that they don't really care. Like they'll stand their ground no matter what. Like they have a strong heart. They have a really strong heart, really strong drive. You know, they do it out of a pure heart or whatever, but like they're just doing it because they just feel so passionately and strongly, and they just know, you know. And then with the inner worlds, I think that this person, I said, they could be an alchemist. I really think that all the transformations they go through really always like propel them into the next step in their life. Like they're always going through changes. They're always different. Like you never really know what they're up to, but like they're always up to something, and like they always just make it look easy. They make it look good. So last cards for group number 2 on this future child of theirs. Group number 2's future child. They might really like the stars and the moon. They might work with the moon cycles. They also might manifest as well. They might be into like manifestation. alchemy, like I said, they might be an alchemist or using the rules of alchemy in order to get what they want. Oh my gosh, we have family, look to the stars. So they're going to be the type of kid that's probably outside at night a lot. They might get a telescope. The bottom of the deck energy is connect with your ancestors as well. So I think that this is a child that likes to be outside, or at least they work with the moon cycles. The moon cycles might also be a very strong determining factor of their mood. They might be really into astrology as well, like the zodiacs and stuff. Connect with their ancestors. They have a strong connection to family, even if family has passed on. I think some of you guys have a child that is actually a medium and they can contact the dead. And I think that they have a strong sense of like they know that nothing ever really ends, or that life truly doesn't end. So I think that they are very accepting of like the different changes that life will bring to them. And I think that as they get older, they're going to become more accepting of like the darker aspects of life, like topics such as death or grief or heartache. Like they learn a lot from their darkness, I feel. And I think that's why they're such a great alchemist, because they've been through so much darkness. They learn how to transmute it into light. I keep looking at, they could be a Pisces, Aries, Scorpio. And then also with the family card, they're going to be very, very, very family oriented. They love family. They're going to want to be a mother or a father. They want family. I think they really want family. They really crave this connection. Like they crave security and community, and that's why they're going to be very connected to their family. They're going to be very loving towards their family, towards your family. You know, they're going to be very loving, very open, and very like nurturing towards family. So I feel like they have like this Cancer side about them that not too many people really get to see, like this very nurturing, motherly side to them. And I think that not everyone gets to see this side to them, because they just come off as such a strong personality or spirit, or, you know, just the way that they present themselves to be like very different than how they are when they're around people that they really care for and would die for. Okay, thank you so much for joining me for this reading, group number 2. I really hope this resonated for you guys. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace. Peace to my lovely viewers that selected group number 3. Welcome to your reading on your future child. So you guys selected this pink rainbow quartz crystal. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so just feeling this crystal alone, I have a feeling that your future child, this child in particular, is someone that is very loving, very lovable in general. This is someone that probably has their rose-colored glasses on all the time, very optimistic, very happy child. I don't know why I feel like they're going to be like they're either, for some of you guys, they're going to be like the kid that's always optimistic and happy and like giving people flowers and being kind to others. And for others of you, they're just going to be more on the chill side, where like, you know, they're not like a, I don't want to say difficult, but they're not like, they're just pretty chill. You know, they're either going to be like a chill kid, or they're just going to be a very outgoing, optimistic sort of personality. But either way, they're just very, very relaxed but loving individuals. Okay, so your song is Better by Khalid. Nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. So I feel like this, again, like I said, this is a kid that like always sees the good in people. I don't know why this is someone that is going to see the good in people at all times. So let's get started. Your future child, their personality, all the good stuff. So we have the Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Star. Okay. So this child is going to be very, 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 very bright. This is going to be a child that is very intelligent. They're very smart. They're very sharp as well. They might be writers, or they just might be great speakers. I have a feeling that this child is going to be someone that is a hardworking individual. They're very good at collaborating with others. I feel like this is also someone, like, I feel like they have a strong personality. This is kind of giving me the vibes of like someone that is like very successful, or very like, they seem to have it all together. They could even be like kind of popular within their friend group or within their friends, but at the same time I have a feeling that they actually prefer to be quite alone. Like they're very introverted, despite the fact that they could appear outwardly like a happy, optimistic type of kid. I feel like they honestly prefer working on their own, or they prefer like doing their work on their own. This is a child that I feel like is going to be very big on like, I want it to be done my way. Like they also like to be very unique as well, because we have the star card. They could be an Aquarius or have those traits. They could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius in particular, but they could be a Capricorn as well. But I feel like overall, this child is someone that is very bright. They're going to have a lot of talent. They're going to want to pursue many different things. But I feel like at the same time, they like to be different. This is a child that wants to be different. They don't want to be like everyone else. I feel like this is a type of child that kind of becomes popular without really trying to. You know, this is like they just naturally have that aura about them where people want to be around them because they just are very intelligent. They're very, like, the way they speak, the way they carry themselves, like, it's just very attractive towards other people. So, you know, they might not be a people person exactly, but I feel like they're still kind-hearted, loving individuals. Like, they're not going to be rude to people that approach them, but, you know, they're not like, oh, I gotta have people around me 24/7, you know. I think this is someone that enjoys their alone time as well as like time with others. So more cards. Let's see. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. I think that honestly, it might take a while for this child to like really put their talent into the physical realm. I don't know why I feel like it's really gonna they're gonna take their time with stuff. I feel like they're gonna take their time when it comes to the things that they do. They like to really work hard. They might even it might get on your nerves a little bit because they're going to be like, no, it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. And you're just like, listen, you've been working so hard. I see you, like, you know, like, I want to see what you have done. And they're like, no, I'm not ready yet. It's not ready yet. Like, that's the kind of vibes I get. Like, they want to make sure it is perfect. So they might have a little bit of a perfectionistic tendency where like the things that they work hard for, maybe like they just don't see, like, it's almost like they work really hard for what they get, but at the same time, like, it's never really truly fulfilling to them in a way. Like, they're like, okay, I want to do better, you know, what's the next thing? Like, you know, they're always looking forward to the next thing, but they're also very hardworking. So getting them to focus on things that they're passionate about is not going to be difficult at all, because they're naturally going to feel inclined to work towards things that they love. And I think you're going to have a hard time, if anything, getting them to focus on things that they don't care about. Like, especially when it comes to school and things, you might have trouble getting this kid to like focus in class, or particularly in subjects that they don't enjoy, subjects that they don't like, because, you know, when it comes to stuff that they really like, they'll put their heart and soul into it. But at the same time, like, when they're not feeling that passionate energy about it, it's just like, why am I doing this? You know, why am I wasting my time? You know? And then with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this is just giving me that perfectionistic tendency where like they might even suffer from stagnation at times because they're so afraid of like, they're afraid of putting themselves out there sometimes. But I feel like once they start putting themselves out there, the more they put themselves out there, they're going to find a lot of success, a lot of, you know, a lot of support, you know, support that they didn't expect, support that they did expect, you know, stuff like that. So I think that they just have their own like self-limiting beliefs to work through, but they are overall just a very kind-hearted, very intelligent. They speak well. This is going to be a child that speaks well. They like to be different. They stand out, and, you know, they own that. So we also have the Badger spirit, be fearless and be bold. I think this is what makes your child so attractive energetically. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. So I feel like this is a child that is quite fearless. I think that it could even be the fact that they're pursuing their goals, pursuing their passions, that just makes them so inspirational. I don't know why I'm hearing inspirational, but this is an inspirational child. This child is actually going to inspire you guys, I feel, to like be more fearless in life, be bold in life, stand up for what you believe in, speak up for yourself, go after your goals, go after your passions, you know. And you're gonna see, I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is going to be a child that just, I don't know why I feel like they're going to have a career where they just work really hard. I don't know why I feel like they're going to have like a particular career or hobby or something, an interest that they have, and they're going to work very, very hard for this because they know that, you know, there's potential here. They know there's potential in themselves. And I think their fearlessness and their boldness is what is attractive as well. And then we also have learned from the past. So this is someone that is quite humble. Like, I feel like, yes, this person works hard, but at the end of the day, I feel like they really like to come home back to family. They like to come home back to like calmness. They like to come home back to that, this elephant spirit, which reminds me of like just coming back home, coming back to like what feels comfortable and what feels good. You know, they might have a strong personality outwardly, but I feel like at their core, at their heart, they love hospitality, and they love feeling welcome. They love they just love home life, and they love family life, and I don't know why I feel like I would die for my family. Like they love family. They're probably gonna they really want a family. I feel they're gonna they might have a very deep seated desire of having their own family someday, and maybe that's why they work so hard, because they want to have this like family life in the future, you know. So we also have the Strength card, and we also have Awaken and Acceptance. So I feel like this child that you have here, this child is going to be quite strong. They're probably going to go through some stuff, but I feel like whatever they go through, they always just they're strong. Okay, they're going to be some strong individuals that, like, every adversity they go through, I feel like kind of awakens them more to themselves, to their fearlessness, to their uniqueness, to their even their weirdness. I don't know why I feel weirdness, but like their own weirdness, because this Aquarian energy I get from this group is like they might not like the way that they live or the way that they do things may not be like normal to other people or like socially acceptable, but I feel like the more they move through life as they grow up, they become more accepting of their weirdness, of their uniqueness, and I feel like they find strength through this as well. And as well as like you guys are just going to find this child to be so strong, like they might even go through a lot in their life, you know, and you're just like, this is one inspirational ass kid, this is one strong kid, you know. So next I'm going to shuffle from the self-care deck to get some final messages for your future child, group number 3. So group number 3 is future child spirit. What do you want them to know? Make a vision board. Group number 3's future child spirit. Their future child. Okay, so we also have rest. Okay, so this child of yours is really going to love naps. They're going to love sleeping. Number 4 and the number 3 could be significant. They could have a birthday on the 4th, April babies, March babies, Aries, Pisces energy. This is going to be a kid that they could be quite restless. Maybe they sleep often or they like to take naps. They could be a Taurus. I don't know why Taurus is giving me like a sign. I don't know why Taurus is like a sign to me that likes to take naps. So they could be a Taurus as well. I think I mentioned Capricorn. So earth and air signs are coming out strongly for this group. And with the make a vision board here, I feel like this child just has a vision for their future. Like they have a clear-cut vision of what they want for themselves. And I think that's why they're so big on like, I don't want to settle for less than I deserve, and I want to work hard for what I have, you know? So, you know, they're going to have a strong vision for their future, I feel, and I think they could even use vision boards or just talk to you about like, you know, I want to have this one day I want to do this, I want to get big and do this, you know. They're going to have really big dreams and aspirations and goals, and I think that they have the capability to reach it as well. But, you know, like I said with the rest card, sometimes they could be a little bit like, they can be a little bit stagnant when it comes to like their goals sometimes, because, you know, they could be like a perfectionist, or they just kind of like nap their life away to the point where it's like, okay, like, are you going to focus on this, or are you going to waste your time, you know? So I think that this child of yours is going to be very bright, very sociable, it's very loving as well. They're so loving. Their heart chakra is so big here. But yeah, so without further ado, group number 3, I really hope this resonated for you guys. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens, thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading, and I hope to catch you at my next one. Peace. Peace, guys. Welcome to your reading. If you selected group number 4 with the self-love jar, welcome to your reading on your future child. So the song that you guys have is Vibin' Out by FKJ. So okay, so before I get started, let me just say that this child of yours is going to be very full of self-love and confidence. They're going to instill you with self-love and confidence, but they're also going to be a very, very relaxed individual, very laid back. I'm trying to see if I can get any sign. I feel like this could be a Leo. This could be a Leo, Sag, Aries. I'm feeling a Cancer too. This could be a Cancer child. This could be a Gemini child as well. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started and see details on your future child, all the good stuff. So we have the 4 of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups in reverse. So this is definitely a child that is very emotionally like stable. I don't know why I heard emotionally stable, but because the 8 of Cups is in reverse here, it's kind of giving me the energy of someone that is like quite quite like balanced within their emotions. Like they don't let their emotions get the best of them, you know, like they kind of have a nice balance between their logic and their emotions type of stuff. And I think this is also going to be I don't know, I'm getting a strong Leo from this Four of Cups in reverse, just because I feel like this is going to be a child that likes to be out in the spotlight. I think they like to socialize, you know, they like to have friends, they like to hang out, they like to spend time with loved ones. Even if they're at home, they like to spend time like around family, around friends. Like they always like to have people around them, I feel. But they're also very relaxed too. So it's kind of like, it's almost like you get two sides to them, kind of like a Gemini energy, where it's like they can be very chill, very relaxed. But they can also be like social butterflies, like out in the spotlight, liking to be like they like attention, you know, they just have eyes on them all the time. Even if they don't enjoy the attention, I feel like they just naturally have that type of like, people notice them, you know. So yeah, with the Eight of Swords here, I think this is going to be a child of yours that's going to kind of, what's going to get on your nerves about them is like, sometimes they just like, it's like they put themselves in situations and you're just like, why what was the reason, you know? Like I feel like this is going to be a child where like, it's not like they're purposely trying to get into trouble or they're trying to like do things, but it's like they tell themselves that like, oh, I need help, I can't get out of this on my own, even though they perfectly like can, you know. I think with the Eight of Swords here, they're gonna like rely on, I feel like they're gonna rely strongly on like family or friends or other people in general to like get them out of sticky situations. Or they just might be that type of kid where it's like, you know, hey mom, something happened again, and you're just like, bro, come on you know. But I think they're quite balanced within their emotions. So with the Eight of Cups here, I think they don't like to dwell in the past. They like to keep moving forward, they like to keep pushing forward. And I think that they have a good heart. They have a good heart. But you know, sometimes they just be in their own stuff sometimes, and they're just like, hey, I can't get out of this, even though I feel like they can. Most of the time when they have an issue, it's an issue that they can perfectly fix on their own. But you know, they might just be like, hey, I need help, just because they want someone to be there with them or something, you know. So yeah, I think that yeah, I think they like to be around people, even if it's just family, friends, etc. But yeah, so next we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. So let's see. I think this is going to be a pretty, I don't know why, but I feel like this child is going to be like, you guys are going to notice something about this child where it's like they always have like, they're always protected. I don't know why I feel like they're always protected. Like even if they're in a sticky situation, like they always end up safe, you know. I don't know why that's coming through strongly, but with the Six of Cups here, I get this vibe here that sometimes this child might go through like periods of time where they're like in their feelings. But I feel like no matter what they go through, they always look ahead. I think when they look ahead and they see the potential of themselves and of a situation, it's easier for them to get out of those sticky situations. But I think this child just has a hard time seeing their own potential sometimes. And sometimes they just need a little reminder like, hey, you're great, you're doing great, you know? And then with the Four of Pentacles in reverse here, I don't think that this is going to be a child that really has to like struggle too much or like work hard and quote unquote for like money. So they could be a little bit aloof when it comes to like their monetary beliefs, especially if you're someone that has belief systems of like, oh, you have to work hard for money, you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way. This child is like coming in and they're like, hey, I'm making money and I'm not working hard for it. You know, it's almost gonna, for some of y'all, it could even kind of be like a slap in the face, not in a bad way, but just like dang, this kid just kind of like, my own kid kind of showed me up with their career. But it's not like, it's not in a bad way, y'all. This is not in a bad way at all. Like I feel like, again, like this child is really gonna push you to see your own self-limiting beliefs, because you know, this child likes to they like to explore and they like to get to know people, they like to get to know things. And I don't know why, but I feel like money is just gonna follow them. I don't know, just with the Four of Pentacles here and then the whoa, I just realized this is literally the same exact card. This is literally the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like stability for them. Sometimes they might struggle financially, but I feel like no matter what, they always end up getting themselves out of it. Like, it's like this kid is like, they always just get themselves out of a sticky situation. I don't know why I feel this strongly coming from this group, but yeah. So next we have the dog spirit, be loyal to what you love, 19. And 2, antelope spirit, life is speeding up. So this child is going to be quite loyal. They're loyal individuals, loyal to the people that they love. They're going to be quite optimistic as well. Like, they're going to be the type of kid where it's like, hey mom, I just did this today. And it could be something that you would be like, I don't know, it could be like, hey mom, I just picked up some grass today. And you know, they're like really excited about it, you know. So I think as a kid, they're going to be very loyal to, I don't know why I feel the mother. I don't know why I feel a strong connection to the mother here, or the feminine energy at least. But I think they're going to be quite attached to one parent at least. And they're going to be very loyal to this parent as well. You guys could probably have a really good relationship with this child as well. But yeah, I think they're loyal to the people that they love. They're loyal to their family. They're loyal to their friends as well. They might have like close, I think they're not going to be the type of kid that has like a bunch of friends, but they do have a couple of friends that they are very loyal to, you know. Like they could be in the spotlight and whatever, but at the same time, like, they still like to have like just a couple of friends that they can actually truly really rely on, because sometimes they end up in these sticky situations, and you know, they like to go to people that they trust and they know that they can help them in a situation, you know. And I think with the life is speeding up here, you might kind of feel like this child is growing up too fast, or maybe they feel like they grew up too fast. But I think that they're going to kind of mature quite quickly. They're going to kind of grow up or mature pretty quickly in their life. They're going to kind of move through life kind of quickly with the antelope spirit, but I think they do it very gracefully as well. They're going to be very mature. They're going to mature very quickly, I feel. They're just going to grow up fast. And you know, some of y'all might agree with that, some of y'all might not, but I feel like overall this is going to be a child that matures quickly with the antelope spirit. They could be like, this could even be the type of child that like gets their period when they're in like the 2nd grade or something. Yeah, I think this is going to be a child that kind of matures quickly. Even if they don't mature mentally, like physically, they could just be more, you know, more on the grown side. You might not even like that for some of y'all, because you know, they might dress grown or quote unquote look grown. But you know, that's just the vibes I get from this card. It's not going to apply for every single person watching, but you know, that's just the vibes I get with this card. So next we have higher self attraction. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're gonna be quite attractive, like physically. I feel with the attraction card, they're gonna be very attractive energetically as well. And then reflection. So I think that one of the biggest things I'm feeling with this child is that they're gonna reflect your own limiting beliefs back to you. Especially in regards to like the material world and money, because I feel like this child might not really have to work too hard for money, or at least money comes to them quite easily or in unconventional ways, to the point where you're kind of looking at your own life like, whoa, like, how can I kind of like step into that energy more? How can I step into the energy of my child more? I don't know why I feel like you guys are gonna be inspired by your own kid. You guys, group number 4 in particular, you're gonna be really inspired by this child to like look at your own self. Like, whoa, let me look at my own reflection here. Let me see where I need to grow in my own ways, if that makes sense here. And I think that this child is going to have a strong connection to their higher self. They might be into spirituality, or just be connecting to their intuition and their higher self. They might have a strong like liking towards those type of topics or that sort of thing. And I think with the attraction card, I'm feeling a strong empath. I think your child, the group number 4, your child is an empath, and they attract a lot of people in their life, especially energy vampires. So really be careful when it comes to the people you allow around this child, because I'm telling you, they have a very, very bright soul. They have a bright aura. And you know, people, empaths, etc., we tend to attract people that don't have our best interest, because they see something in us that we don't always see within ourselves, and they take advantage of that before we even have the chance, you know. So be careful when it comes to this child in regards to like the people they hang around. Make sure they actually have like their best interest, and they're not just there to like take away their energy, take away their power, make them feel bad about themselves, etc. But yeah. So let's shuffle from the self-care deck to get some more details. Group number 4, your future child. Group number 4 is future child spirit. Okay. So we have alone time. This is going to be a child that likes to spend a lot of alone time. They like to recharge their energy. They might like spending time by the water and by the beach as well. Look at the stars. Might even spend time out in the stars, looking at the stars as well, looking outside at the moon. They might be into like crystals and tarot and stuff like that. They just might be, I feel like this child just might be very different than what you're used to or what you expect from your own child. But I think that, you know, they enjoy it. I feel like they have a genuine joy for it, but it's like, you know, you guys are just okay with them enjoying themselves. You know, it's not really about like if you agree with it or not. It's just like, you know, I'm just glad my kid's happy and they're enjoying themselves and living their best life and they're abundant from it as well, you know? So yeah, I think that this child of yours, they're going to like to spend time alone. They are going to be quite introverted, but I think that they do have moments where they like to be out and about. But for the most part, they just, at the end of the day, they just kind of like to settle in a place where they feel comfortable. They like to feel comfortable surrounded by people they love, etc. They don't really like to be around like random people that they don't really know well, or at least like be around random people in their own like space, because it kind of makes them feel a little awkward, or like I don't know you well. I don't know who I can be around you, because, you know, they kind of feel sometimes like they can't be their true self around certain people. But yeah, I think this child is, you know, they're very unique in their own way. They might not be what you expect from your own child or what you expect from a child in general, but they're unique in their own way, and I feel like you guys are going to grow to just love them for who they are, honestly. I mean, you know, why not? They're your child. But yeah, group number 4, I really hope this resonated for you guys. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this reading, and I hope to catch you at my next one. Peace. Peace, my lovely ravens that selected group number 5. Welcome to your reading on your future child. Let's go ahead and get started. You guys selected the clear quartz group, so your future child. Group number 5. I feel like this is going to be a boy for a lot of you guys. I feel like this is a very boy-y energy. But yeah, this is a very like boy type of boy. This is the type of boy that likes to wrestle, that likes to play with guns and play with trucks, you know, like the typical boy or masculine. I don't know how to explain it, but you guys probably pick up what I'm putting down, so I'm not going to even stress about it. But even if this is a girl, they could just be into tomboyish things, you know, like that's just the vibes. So your song is Thankful by Jordan Hawkins, I believe. I'm trying to think, how does that song go? Ooh, Lord knows I'm thankful. Ooh, do I know that song? Or is that a different song? Lord knows I'm thankful. I think it's something like that. It's something like, oh, Lord knows I'm thankful. So, some of y'all, this could be, this is a child of faith, a child of God, a child of, you know, belief, of gratefulness, you know, of gratitude, gratitude is the attitude, okay? So let's see what's going on for this child of yours. So we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, okay, the Hermit, the Magician in reverse, and the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So your future child, we have a Virgo, we have a Gemini, we have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in particular, strong Virgo. But let's see here. So we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So I think that this child of yours, they might have a little bit of a fear of being authentic. They might have a little bit of fear around being their truest selves, because we have both the 9 of Pentacles in reverse and the Magician in reverse. So I think this is a child of yours that is very like introverted because they're afraid to be their true selves. So this is kind of a child that's on the shyer side, more introverted, more of like, oh, very quiet in school, you know, very shy, or just not, you know, not really like putting themselves out there like the other groups, because the other groups were more like, you know, I like the spotlight, you know, but this child's more like, I like to be on my own. I don't really like to be, I feel like maybe perhaps this child goes through something in their lifetime or in their childhood or at school, whatever, that kind of makes them feel like they can't be themselves. So maybe they just are only themselves around people that they're truly comfortable with, you know, because this hermit card kind of gives me the vibes of someone that just likes to be on their own. And, you know, they don't really show everybody who they are. You know, they're not really like, oh, I'm this, you know, like they're just very on the shyer side. Okay. And, yeah, we also have the Magician in reverse and then the 2 of Pentacles. So let's see with this Two of Pentacles. I'm going to get more clarifiers before I move forward. So I'm going to pull out these two cards first before I get into the vibes of these cards. So we have the the Eight of Wands, and then we have the Three of Cups. Okay. I think that this child, they might not be like as, I feel like they're not going to be as like outgoing as some of you guys want them to be. Maybe you guys are going to like, hey, like step out of your comfort zone, go and do this, go and do that. And I think this child might take their time in stepping out of their comfort zone and doing things that they're not comfortable with, particularly when it has to do with socializing, hanging out with friends. This is the type of kid where like, if they were like, hey mom, can I go to a party? You would be like, you want to go to a party? Like, why? You know, kind of like, you don't ever go to parties, you know? So this child, I feel like they might be a little bit shy at first. Some of you guys, this child kind of takes time to like really grow into this, but for others of you, this is just they just like to be by themselves, you know? They just like to chill on their own, do things on their own. They don't really like to ask for help, really, because I feel like for the most part, they just like to do things on their own, you know? And I feel like when they do have fun and they do go out and party or have fun, socialize, whatever, like they can have a good time, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's not like it's the forefront of their personality, you know? It's not like they feel a need to be around others, or, you know, a need to like be accepted by other people, other groups, etc. I feel like maybe, you know, they just like to be themselves around people that they're genuinely comfortable with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Like they don't really like to show everybody who they are, I feel. And then when people get to know them, I think when this person like gets comfortable though around their friends and around family or whatever, like, you know, they can be quite outgoing, but you know, they just have to be in the right environment, you know? So we also have the Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. Porcupine Spirit, time for a beginner mind. And Deer Spirit, bring a gentle touch. So I think that some of you guys, this is going to be a child that likes to keep everything organized. They like to be organized, especially the Virgos in particular. They like to keep everything in like a set way of doing, you know, they have a specific way of doing things, even if this isn't like, they like to keep their physical space organized and clean. I feel like just in general, this is like, they just like to have like a fixed way of doing things. Like they just wake up, they do this, they do that, sleep, eat, sleep, whatever, you know, like they just have a very fixed routine or a very specific organized way of moving about their lives. You know, they like to have structure to some extent. And then we also have the Porcupine Spirit, time for a beginner mind. So I feel like this child, like I said, they might have a little bit of like a protective guard up against others, and it's self-protective. It's not anything bad, but it's just them wanting to protect their energy, protect themselves, protect their time, you know, all that good stuff. And you know, sometimes they might have a hard time like starting new projects or trying out new things. You might have a hard time like really getting them to like step out of their comfort zone, but you know, they kind of just do it out of their own fears of like being themselves, or their own fears of like, you know, just the fears that are holding them back type stuff. But I think that you guys are going to be quite gentle with them. Like you find that a gentle approach to them is like the best approach. Like you can't really be too intense when it comes to this kid. They kind of shy away when they feel like things are too intense or too like, you know, too much for them. So they're going to be like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm backing away from it. I don't like it, you know? But I think they're just very gentle spirits. They're not like, they're just gentle overall, you know? They're just very kind, gentle, I don't know why I feel gentle, but gentle spirits. And you know, you just might have to have a little caution around how you treat them sometimes, because you might feel like, some of you guys might feel like this child is a little bit too sensitive or too like soft, if that makes sense. And I think that sometimes it might get on your nerves or your partner's nerves if you don't like that about them or whatever. But you know, this is just how they are. You know, they just are very to themselves. You know, you just really have to understand their personality and stuff. And hopefully you guys actually don't get annoyed by that, them being sensitive or whatever. But you know, it is what it is. But they're just very gentle. They're very soft. They're more, I think they're more sensitive than they like to let on as well. Like they kind of get their feelings hurt, and they might not say, oh, you hurt my feelings, but like, you know, they just have a gentle heart. Like it might hurt their heart, but they might not always say, oh, this hurt me, you know? So next we have timing. The timing is just right for my dreams, desires, and goals to manifest. They love to take their time. We have flow and messages. And courage. So I think this child is their personality is like, they're really brave when they see something, when they feel passionate about something. They're going to be very brave about it. They're going to be very courageous about speaking up for it when they feel very passionate about it. But otherwise, they don't really like to pursue things that they feel like is going to waste their time. I think they like to observe more than they like to like put their 2 cents in. I think they like to see, observe more than they like to like speak up and say things. But I think they have a very strong energy of like wanting to flow with life, wanting to just kind of vibe with life and what it is bringing them. And I think sometimes they can be a little bit like, they take their time, and I think some of y'all, it might get on your nerves if you're a little bit impatient. But this is a child that likes to take their time with their things, so you know, they can't be rushed. Truthfully, this is a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo for sure, because they just can't be rushed. They can't. And I feel like the more you try to rush them, they're gonna take even more time, and it's gonna get on your nerves too. But yeah, I feel like when they're passionate about something, they can be really courageous about it. And they might even have a lot of friends. Like I said, they might have a nice group of friends, but at the same time, it just feels like they prefer to be on their own. They prefer to like do their own thing, and they might be just very grateful for the things that they have as well, with the thankful songs. So I think they're gonna be very grateful for their life, very grateful for whatever they have in their life or whatever they have going on for themselves. They're gonna be very grateful, which is a really good attitude to have. And yeah, and with the messages, they might even receive intuitive messages as well from this card alone. Some of you guys might have like a very intuitive child that will even give you messages. They might be like, hey, grandma said this, and you're like, your grandma isn't even alive, and you're like, I know. Or they're like, I know, you know, like that type of vibe where like sometimes they might kind of come up with stuff like that, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. But you know, they just have gifts. They have gifts, and they're very sensitive. I think this is a strong psychic or empath child that you are bringing into this world. They're just going to be highly sensitive. They're going to be very highly sensitive, and they might receive a lot of guidance as well through messages, or give other people guidance through messages or spiritual messages, stuff like that. But yeah, so lastly, I'm going to shuffle from this deck to get last cards for group number 5, their future child. Group number 5's future child. Group number 5's future child. Let's get one more. Okay, I said one more, and then 3 more came out. Whoa. One more card, Spirit, for group number 5's future child. Every time I say one more, like 4 more flip out. So, okay. So we have Burning Bowl Ritual and positive affirmation. So they could be into these things. This might be things that they're quite interested in. I think they could have even like a process of release that they do. They might like writing. They might like just the process of letting things go. I think every once in a while they're gonna clear out the clutter in their life. I don't know why I feel that. Like they might actually have their own little thing they do where like every month or every whatever, they like clean out their entire room, or they do some sort of release ritual or something like that, or they work with the moon cycles, you know. And then with the positive affirmations, they might be into positive affirmations, but either way, they're going to be the type of kid that is like always encouraging you, very positive on the positive side. Like they're not going to be like, oh, you can't do that. They're going to be like, yes, pursue your goals, pursue your dreams. Or, you know, they're just going to have that mindset about them where they're always being positive, or they're speaking positively, speaking positive words to others in particular. I think this is going to be the type of child that likes to be around the underdog. Like in school, they're gonna be the type of kid that like stands up for other kids. This is the type of kid that like will hang around the kid that people think are weird or different, you know, because they're just like, hey, this person's unique too, but you guys might not be able to see it, but I see it, you know. So yeah, group number 5, I really hope that resonated for you, for your reading on your future child. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace.